I have a story here from GameSpot.com. It's up on archive because it's GameSpot. Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown has a character that's voiced by a text-to-speech program. The issue should be fixed by late January or early February. Ubisoft's Metroidvania platformer Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown currently has a character that's being voiced by a text-to-speech (TTS), and no one seems to know why. Thanks to an IGN report, we know that an in-game character named Calyx was voiced using TTS, a popular program amongst streamers. In video posted by IGN, you can hear the voice for yourself whenever the main character travels anywhere on the map. When Side UK, the production studio, was asked about who's responsible for the usage of the TTS voice in the character, the studio had this to say. Side London provides casting, production management, voice direction, voice recording, and post-production of Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown, for which we work with a talented cast of professional actors. As a production company, we didn't have visibility of any other voice design plans, TTS or otherwise, Ubisoft had for the game. The IGN report goes on to explain that after Side UK denied approving using TTS to voice character, Ubisoft commented to the matter and stated, "They're in the development process of a game. Some teams use multiple placeholder assets, including text-to-speech voiceover, until final dubbing is delivered. The English version of these 8 lines of text for this character were not properly implemented, but will be swapped out and updated with an upcoming patch. Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown is fully voiced over in English, French, Spanish, German, and Farsi, with more than 12,000 lines in total. Also subtitled, yada. Although Ubisoft didn't give a clear answer on using TTS, it does point out that using these programs is fairly common when creating a game and is mostly used as placeholders until a human can come in and voice the character. Calyx doesn't have an English voice credit to make things even more bizarre. Should be fixed by late January or early February." Look, it's not a huge deal because, as it mentions here, 8 lines. 8 lines in total for the character. But still, it's like, how does this even happen? How is it that nobody noticed? And all the lead up to the game, Ubisoft's a big company, an extremely big company, a large company. Nobody noticed. Like seriously. Then the article concludes by pointing out the agreement that SAG-AFTRA has signed, controversial agreement as it says, that would allow an AI studio to create voices on union projects. This is met with immediate backlash by various voice actors, such as Steve Bloom, who tweeted, "Nobody in our community to prove this, not that I know of. Games are the bulk of my livelihood and have been for years. Who are you referring to?" This is just another step. I could easily see Ubisoft having been like, well, let's just use that for this character. It's only 8 lines. Nobody will notice. Nobody will care. Yada, yada, yada. I mean, is it that unbelievable to think that Ubisoft would do this? Anyway, the article concludes by talking about their review and blah, 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 all that kind of stuff. Who cares? You can read it for yourself if you want, but like I said, it's the actual story is just, how does this actually pass? This actually makes Ubisoft look really bad, in my opinion. Like, is it a huge deal? Well, no, because again, it's just the 8 lines. Actually, might even work some for the character. I don't know. I haven't played the game, although I kind of doubt it. But anyway, but it's just one of those things where you're like, man, you're a company that employs thousands of people, and you're going to try to tell us that, hey, well, it slipped up, it slipped by us, as if that's any better than you just coming out and openly admitting, yeah, we just did it because we don't want to pay somebody. I don't know. Make your own mind up. I'll link this in the description box if you want to read it for yourself, though I pretty much covered everything. But anyway,